Namaste again, my beautiful queens and kings. Me and Mishka. Mishka means bear in Russian. Me and Mishka, we are going to keep on talking about wounded inner child. This is the second part. And before I start, to be exact, continue at 2:07 in the morning. I am begging you on my knees to please watch the first part and to please click the link to the website from where you can find all the information about healing techniques and about inner child wounds and why it must not be ignored, because this is our whole life depending on it. This is a second part. Please, I'm begging you to go into it and start doing something about it. Watch first part of the video, click the website and start working on it, because your life is not going to change until you heal your wounded inner child. So the signs of, I was talking in a previous part about psychological, emotional and physical neglect and what horrific problems it cause in us: psychological, emotional, mental and physical even. Now I'm gonna give you 25 signs which will help you learn from what extent your inner child had been wounded. So let us go. I should have probably I should have write it down, but in a website you will find it. When you feel the probably the first one of the first one I felt myself, as I already told you many times, everything I am giving to you I have experienced, not just I have experienced, I have experienced it to like the maximum level. So just to make sure I have experienced it. Unfortunately or fortunately, of course this is horrific memories, but this is how I am so into trying and learning how to teach you or to give you information how you can deal with it. Something is wrong with me. This is the deepest part of me. I feel something is wrong with me. I'm weird, I'm strange, I am an outcast, so on and so on. So first, something is wrong with me. Second, when you feel anxiety whenever contemplating doing something new, whatever new, you feel anxiety. Number three, you want to please everybody and you tend to lack strong identity. Number four, I am a rebel. I feel more alive when I am in conflict with others. Next, I tend to hoard things and have trouble letting go. Hello, who hasn't done it? This is the reasons of failing relationship, and over again we get into the same pattern. Why do I always get the same pattern? Because there is an unhealed wound. That wound has to be healed. When then you will be able to change the pattern. So, trouble letting go. I feel guilty standing up for myself. So you hide in a little corner and you stay silent when you're being abused. Done that. You feel inadequate as a woman or as a man. Next, I am driven to always be a super achiever. This mainly comes with men, and I already explained in a previous video, this is the cause and the root of narcissism. I must be super achiever, and they because at the certain moment of their childhood they learned that he must be the best of the best of the best of the best, then mama and papa will love me. If I'm not the best, the best of the best of the best, then they're not gonna love me. Love must be earned, and then unfortunately goes all upside down, and here we have a narcissist manipulator. Next, I consider myself a terrible sinner. Hello religions. I am afraid to go to hell. Let me tell you something, my beautiful queens. Hell does not exist, period. Pretty much when we incarnate on this particular planet out of the billions of other planets, pretty much we are going through hell while we're living here, and then we go to rest when we are in the level of the spirit. Also, hell we can consider the very first level of astral, but the hell which religions people describe to you is non-existent. Next, I constantly criticize myself. I constantly criticize myself. It's me. Me is everything. I can, mark each one of them. Criticize myself for being inadequate. Next, I am rigid and perfectionist. Again, another one. Next, I have trouble starting things, or I have trouble finishing things. Next, I am ashamed of expressing strong emotions such as sadness, anger, love, affection. I am ashamed of expressing. This is why so many men were brought up in such way that they were shamed when they tried to express emotions. What were they told? Be a man. Be a man. Be a man is this concrete statue. Don't show no feelings, no emotions. Next, I rarely get mad, but when I do, I become really mad. Next, I am ashamed of my bodily functions. Being ashamed of your body. Next, I spend too much time sometimes. This is one of the things was mentioned in the article, but no one would confess in liking pornography, okay? No one will tell you I like pornography, but pay attention if you secretly kind of like it. Then there is childhood trauma. I distrust everyone, including myself. Next one. I am an addict. Any addictions also, this is a childhood traumas. I avoid conflicts. It's connecting with the also the pleaser. I am afraid of people. I tend to avoid people. This one is as well pretty, I've seen it a lot. I feel more responsible for others than myself. This is when you neglect yourself. Everybody must be happy. I don't care about myself. Everybody must be happy. I would add here the feeling of guilt. Like I constantly feel guilty. Pretty much everybody, I'm guilty. Even if I am right, I still consider myself wrong. I'm guilty, and I constantly ask in my head, I constantly ask forgiveness for everybody. My children, my mother, who always say that I'm you're not good enough at this, you're not good enough in that. She still does it. My mom, the thing is, she really truly believes if you tell somebody you are not good, then that person would want to prove you wrong and become the best version of themselves. Unfortunately, it's not how it works, but I could never prove her wrong. I even constantly ask forgiveness for my twin. I'm like, oh, please forgive me for, not being, I am asking for, please forgive me for blaming you. Please forgive me for not understanding you. Please, or not accepting your decisions. And please forgive me for this. Forgive me for that. It's just like, I'm asking forgiveness for everybody, you name it. childhood trauma. So now when you have deep fear of being abandoned, this causes horrendous problems with relationship. Women stay with drug addict, with alcoholics, with narcissist, psychopath, manipulators, abusers. This is all, any of what I said, ring the bell. Please click this website now. If you recognized yourself in some of those, you need to do something about it. My beauties, this cannot be ignored, because nothing will change if you ignore it. I've ignored it. Not that I've ignored it. The thing is, I didn't know what to do about it. I've read thousands of books, but still I couldn't find the something which would work. And of course, as I already said in my previous video, the best would be working with professional, and I already said in previous video that real natural healers. Psychic, when you say psychic, clever, young, clairvoyant, it's all the same thing. A person is born with a gift and they're healers, and usually people with the gift choose to go into psychology or philosophy. You get any psychic, any healer, they all studied psychology, philosophy, history, but it's because we are by nature driven to help people, not just on a physical level but a spiritual level. But you have to understand that your spiritual level influences your body in 3D, because you are not physical. On the example of Matryoshka, I explained you that you are the tiniest, your physical body is the tiniest part of you, and your spirit and your essence is like this huge and connected with the source. So please, if you can work with a professional, please work with a professional. If you can't, you don't have the money or something else, life circumstances, don't neglect. I will link this website. Please click it and work with it. So, losing my voice. I want to make a difference. I strive to make difference in, if 2-3 of you will hear, do something about it and change circumstances in your life. This is my victory. This is what twin flames are here for. I wish it was as simple as I want to hug him, I want to kiss him, I want to make love with him. We are here to do the job. We have to do the job. So, how to support your inner child, how to heal your inner child. I want to make a meditation about it. I will try to think how to do. The thing is, when I never plan anything. It's just I guess I'm called this. They call it channeler right now, channeling. But whenever I start doing something, I pretty much would just say whatever comes to me. But I need to do it. My favorite, Paulo Coelho. What a man! It's such a huge. Such a high level person. I swear, if I did not know my twin flame, I would think Paulo Coelho is my twin flame. He definitely from same soul group. That man is unbelievable. His books are unbelievable. So he said, hold the hand of the child that live inside your soul. For this child, nothing is impossible. So we all have that inner child. So really tell me, when was the last time you connected with your inner child? How many times you make space to enjoy life, okay? How many times you make it? Not many times, right? So we all multidimensional creatures. We have multiple selves. And the thing is that your inner child, especially that wounded inner child, it's this part of you. It's that essential part of you. It's your identity. When you ignore that inner child, when you don't want to heal that inner child, unfortunately, that stays deep in your unconscious mind. Of course, again, inner child work in ideal cases, again, influence your relationship. It can cause addictions, connections with yourself, connections with the other. The biggest impact it has to your self value, self love, and self acceptance. When you heal that inner child, you finally make that love, self acceptance, self value possible. This I'm going to give you a couple of exercises. I'm repeating myself. I'm talking to like children. Forgive me for that. Click the link and go to that website where you can see it all and click all of that. So, of course, this exercise for some of you would be helpful. For some of you, it cannot replace, therapy, working with a psychologist, especially if you were the sexual abuse, I believe, needs the professional help, even severe emotional and physical abuse. And I told you that I do have I have two friends who are psychologists and healers, and Madhumita is a doctor and a healer. So unfortunately, of course, this is really a serious problem. So working with professional is essential. But if you by some reasons can't at all anyhow to do it, please try these techniques, and remember, it takes time. You cannot do it within 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. You have to practice it. It's not a quick fix. You have to practice it. You have to make it a part of your life. Then you can change. What those traumas made caused in you. What you can do, several things, several techniques. Again, I will put the link. You will be able to see it. Number one, reflect on the timeline of your childhood. You can take a piece of paper, document, and you can put your childhood into following stages: infant 0 to 9, toddler 9 months to 3 years, preschool age 3 to 6, school age 6 years to puberty. Within each stage, try to remember how you felt. Try to recall how you felt. What life was like for you back then. Did you feel safe? I would have to answer no to everything. Did you feel safe? Did you feel supported? Did you feel accepted? Keep in mind that feeling safe as a child always have to do with your family environment. Sometimes school or other places you've spent a lot of time shape your inner child. Try to write down all memories or just physical sensations, what you felt. Try to write it down. Try to record the expressions, the tones of voices, words which your parents told you or teachers told you. Try to do that and honor now, even if you are 69. Honor now important of your inner child, what you experienced as inner child. So next, write a letter to your inner child. Just as simple as that. Imagine that you are now who you are, not imagine, but this is who you are. Strong, you've been through a lot. Imagine that you are. Just close your eyes for a moment, take a piece of paper. Imagine that you are wise, gentle, kind of Gandalf from the Lord of the Ring, this kind of a wizard, or maybe a fairy godmother, from Cinderella. You won't believe I love this Cinderella thing. Imagine that you want to adopt your inner child. So you are this godmother, fairy godmother, or this wizard. You want to adopt your inner child. And then write a letter and tell your inner child. And this is gonna make you cry because I couldn't even finish it on the first several attempts because I just couldn't get there. My problems was to go into my childhood. I blocked myself from it. As soon as I go there, when I would describe my childhood in my book, I couldn't, each sentence I couldn't even finish because it was so painful. So write the letter and tell your inner child how much you love your inner child. My dear Allah, my beautiful girl, you're so wonderful. I would write it and then I would stop because I wanted to cry. Write her or him, if you're a guy, write her how much you love her, how you love to spend time with her. Write anything what make you now feel safe, what make you now feel cared for, understood, accepted. This is the example which is on this website. My dear little Allah, my dear little Lala, my dear little Gina, my dear little Monica, my dear little Melanie. I am so happy. I'm so thrilled you're born. I am here to protect. I am here to love you. I'm going to start crying. Sorry, I'm trying to hold myself together. I am here to care for you. I want to help you feel loved. I want to help you feel accepted for who you are. I want to show you that it is safe to be heard. It is safe to feel. It is safe to be seen. I want you to feel like you will always have a home with me, no matter what. I want to help you, guide you every step of the way. I love you so very much. Your fairy godmother, such and such. Create a name. You know what, twin flames, I just got this idea. Write yourself a letter from your twin flame. Yeah, I'm gonna write myself a letter from him. How much he loves me. Yeah, that's the... Okay, I'm serious right now. Actually, this idea just got to me. Whoever hurt you, whether any man, anybody, write yourself a letter from their higher self. If you're a twin flame, write yourself a letter from your twin flame to yourself, or write whatever you would write to yourself. Just do it. If you feel emotional during the process, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Let yourself cry. If you have to cry rivers, just please do it. Just please do it. Please do it. Now, number three, write a letter from your inner child. How it is done. Using this technique is written in the website. You have to use your non-dominant hand in order to bypass your logical side of the brain, especially if you're a man. Write yourself a letter from the perspective of your inner child. So your child is gonna write to you. For example, if you're right-handed like myself, use your left hand to write. It's gonna be complicated, but try. So when you use your non-dominant help, it will help you to get more in touch with the feeling of your inner child. This is an example the website gives you. Dear Godmother, I want to find home. Please protect me. I don't want to feel alone anymore. This is how I was talking. The thing is that my strength, my pillar was my twin flame. What happens is that I only knew his eyes. I knew his eyes since age 3, and really consciously I knew exactly how his eyes look, and they only showed me the eyes. I was 5. So when when I was going through all the crazy things in my childhood with all the abuse and you name it, what I would hide in a corner. It would be always some dark corner where nobody would see me, and I would tell him, please find me, please find me, please find me, let me find you, or please find me, please protect me, please take me home. I want to feel loved. No one loves me. And I was so used to talk to him and see him as a savior that I'm going to, as soon as I find him, as soon as he finds me, then when I'm gonna be loved and protected and cherished. And well, it was not the story, but that what you can also do if you're a twin flame. Do it as a twin flame, as if he would write you this. But we are here working with inner child. So dear Godmother, I want to find home. Please protect me. I don't want to feel alone anymore. Love, your little Allah, your little Jane, your little Melanie. You can write back and forth between the thing is like you can create this corresponding between wizard or fairy godmother and yourself. You can do it. You can create this conversations as much as you need. Just so don't suppress your emotions. And this is also helping a lot. Number 4, you can share your pain with trusted person. This information I'm not going to tell you right now. You can find it on this website. And number 5, loving and supporting affirmation. If those of you who listen, I am begging you, please, I will put it in community. I will put it in community printed so you can use it. Or please print it under. No, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to put them under the video in description box so you could have access to it. This affirmations is very powerful way to remind yourself. Please, girls, don't ignore this information. Affirmations. I will stay here and support you. Welcome to the world. I've been waiting to hold you. I love you so much. I love you just the way you are. I am so glad you are here. I want to take care of you. I want to spend time with you. I want to hear your thoughts and feelings. It is okay to feel sad and scared. It is okay to be yourself. You're allowed to say no. You are so special to me. You so beautiful. You have so much to offer to the world. The most important, I believe in you. I will protect you. Number 6, inner child visualization meditation. I don't have no time to tell you about it. And number 7 would be your own protector. I don't have time to talk about it right now. But again, I will put a link to this website under this video. You can do it. And I will try to record inner child visualization meditation. I will try to do it within probably several weeks, because believe it or not, I will try to make more videos like this, but you have to do the job as well. Please do it. Please heal that wounded, scared, neglected little girl, so you can absolutely change your life. My beautiful queens, it's 2:38 a.m. Maybe it's I need to to sleep a little bit, but I'm thinking maybe I'll dig into this deeper. I am wishing you all the best. I hope it was helpful. Please click the link. Please get into it and please do it. I love you dearly. Namaste.